my position, the first thing that comes to my mind is God has placed you there, not just for yourself as a person, but also to be able to assist the less privileged in the society, the more vulnerable ones in the society. And so it's just from my background that I learned to give, because I think I have the opportunity to give also to those who are not as privileged as I am. Children, women, widows, the very elderly, and those who perhaps would have been much better off if they had the opportunity. It's difficult to enumerate all of them. Some are by circumstances, some are born into those situations. So you classify them as you go along.
We live to give. It's only in giving that we live. You don't give, you have all this world filled up with money, you're a poor man. You are not wealthy until you have shared what you have. Well, you see, when you give with the mind that you give to people and you get a raw deal in the process, you are bound to feel very bad as a human being. But what I have done over the years is to see my giving as unto the Lord. When you give to the poor, you loan to the Lord. So it's really not the people you are doing philanthropy for, but you are doing it for God. And when you do it for God, it's light on you. Whatever responses you get, whether they appreciate you or they don't appreciate you, whether they traduce you, whether they vilify you, it really wouldn't matter, because you know that the one unto whom you have done it is no man's debtor.
A philanthropist, in my own understanding, is somebody who gives and who does not expect that he'll be paid back. And that's why I worry about children, because children are not likely to pay you back. Widows are not likely to pay you back. The elderly people are not likely to pay you back. And most women who are not privileged are also not likely to pay you back. Once you begin to look for a reward, then I think you are not appropriately to be addressed as a philanthropist.
And Nigerians have been spoiled over the years. We're used to government should do this, government must do that. And most of the time we'll sit down with our arms folded, waiting for government to do things for us. Government must give you health. Virtually speaking, if they fall sick, it's like waiting for government to put everything, to even put the drugs in their mouth, if possible. But over the years, we have come to see and realize that indeed, government cannot do it all. There's a huge gap out there. Somebody has to fill the gap. The international agencies have spent a lot of money on various programs in Nigeria, but still the gap exists. Our mortality rates are among the highest in the world. So we have to now begin to look inwards, to look at who the philanthropists are in Nigeria, and there are many of them. And I like to say that we are all philanthropists. We don't have to own billions of naira like the Dangotes or the Danjumas before we can give. All of us, we have something we can give in us. And the way forward is actually to get everybody to give something, to be involved, to be your brother's keeper, if you like to say so. Yes, you mentioned about the community feeding I do. Because I thought also that how can I give back after all these years of blessings one has received from God? And you don't have to make it big. There's a little drops of water makes a mighty ocean. So little here, no matter how small, no matter how many people, even if it's on your street, you are doing something for some people who are disadvantaged, it goes a long way. It makes you a philanthropist because you are giving. If you don't have money, you have time. If you don't have time, you have energy. So we are not looking at philanthropy in terms of naira and kobo or dollar and pound. We are looking at philanthropy as given from what you have. So it is the way forward for us to achieve health for all.
A real philanthropist is one who lives for the other.